elsewhere, even before the final week of the regular season, the Oak Ridge War Eagles had clinched their first district title since 1999. The Oak Ridge lineup is loaded with talent, including an especially powerful force at the plate and on the mound for the War Eagles. Oak Ridge senior Luken Baker is our Whataburger Athlete of the Week. When Oak Ridge War Eagle Luken Baker steps to the plate, the end result is oftentimes something like this. While this Baker bash was in a mere inter-squad scrimmage, there have been plenty of home runs of far greater significance, like his 8 homers to win the Junior Home Run Derby at last summer's Major League All-Star Game at Target Field in Minneapolis.
It was great. I mean, because it was during the actual Home Run Derby, being around all the Major League players and see that, they're just regular guys that love to play the game just as much as anyone else, and they're great to talk to, and they don't act like they're as good as they are. So it was cool being able to hang around them and just winning the thing. It was, we sort of gamed the system a little bit, but it was awesome.
An Under Armour All-American, Luken also won the Home Run Derby at the Under Armour All-American Game at historic Wrigley Field.
It was incredible. Wrigley's one of the oldest stadiums and fields in baseball, and it's a place that I've always wanted to go to. Not, never thinking that I'd play on it this soon, but being able to go out there and I guess be a part of everything Wrigley has been and all the players that have been there. It was an awesome experience, and being able to play with the guys that I played with all summer, the guys that I'll be playing against and with at the next level was pretty sweet.
Probably the best big hitter I've ever had. He can, go take it over the fence and also go the other way with it. His approach at the plate is just phenomenal.
And Luken is also phenomenal on the pitching mound, where the 6'5", 255-pounder boasts a fastball in the mid-90s, coupled with a changeup and slider that simply overmatch opposing hitters.
He's definitely one of the most talented, if not the most talented that I've had. And like I say, one thing I tell the scouts too is he's a better kid than he is a player, and that's hard to be, but he's a great kid.
A great kid and a great teammate for a talented Oak Ridge team that captured its first district title in 17 years, boasting a 21-1 record and a lofty #3 statewide ranking in Class 6A baseball.
Oh, it's been great. Being out here with the guys that grew up played with since we were 5, 6, 7 years old, and growing up with them through school and baseball and all that stuff, it's real special. We all like each other. It's family atmosphere, and it's a great experience. It's also great for not just the school but the community that we, one district, and we're doing as well as we are.
And as Luken continues to do amazingly well, both at the plate and on the mound, the question looms, is his future as a pitcher or power hitter?
I love to do both, and I'm going to keep doing both as long as possible. And if in the future someone tells me, all right, you're going to be a hitter, I'll be a hitter. If I need to be a pitcher, I'll be a pitcher. Giving up one or the other it's going to be tough either way. So, and I love doing both, so it doesn't really matter at this point.
At this point, Luken is committed to play collegiately at TCU, but the Major League Baseball draft could very well change all that, depending on how high he's selected.
It's stressful. I mean, it's going to be a tough decision. TCU is a great school with great coaches that they know to develop their players, and you can't put a price on an education for after baseball because you can only play for so long. And so, right now, TCU is the plan, but if something crazy happens, then you never know.
One thing for sure, this tall Texan is bashing and blazing a trail at Oak Ridge High School.